We are Team Yakuza, and this is a video demo of Hadoop and Spark setup for Project 1 Phase 1 of CSC 512 distributed database systems. In this video, we demonstrate the steps to set up passwordless SSH on 3 different machines. We then demonstrate how we set up Apache Hadoop with a master node and 2 slave nodes. We then went on to install Scala shell that comes bundled with Apache Spark installation. With the above prerequisites, we then imported GeoSpark to the Scala shell. We then created a spatial RDD, queried the given point, and ran spatial KNN queries and join queries. So going to the setup, we are using Amazon EC2 instances. As you can see, we have a master node and 2 workers, worker 1 and worker 2. The 3 instances are running, as you can see in the AWS dashboard. So the first step is to SSH into the master node. As you can see, we've connected to the master, which is 172.31.12.112, and from here we try to connect to worker 1. So we are able to SSH into worker 1 without a password. The IP address has changed to 30.222. Now we demonstrate bidirectional passwordless SSH by going back to master. So as you can see, we are back to 12.112, which is the master. Now we try to connect to worker 2. So we've connected to worker 2, that's 20.237, and now back to the master. Yes, we are back to 12.112, which is the master node.
Next step is to start Hadoop. So as to start Hadoop, we have to type in 3 commands. Those commands are as shown on the screen. So we are going to execute that, the bash script containing these 3 commands. So successfully resource manager has started. Node manager has started as well. The named node has started. So as to make sure that every node has connected, we can go to master's public DNS :9870 port, where you can find the web portal. So it says live. There are 2 live nodes. So it says successfully connected and gives the correct IP address for the AWS instances, the worker 1 and worker 2. So next step is to start Spark. So go to spark/sbin and type in .start all.sh. So worker 1 and worker 2 has started along with master. So now you can go to a public DNS of master :8080 so as to load Spark portal. So it shows to worker 1 and worker 2 connected. Their IPs are also shown. Now that we have successfully started Hadoop and Spark, we will import dataset. We'll use these 2 commands to import dataset. We are right now not going to execute these commands because we have already imported the dataset. We are going to open a Scala shell, which comes with the Spark, and we are passing GeoSpark as the argument with -- jar flag. Once like jar is loaded, we will import needed functions so as to instantiate spatial RDD. So now we instantiated point RDD and we created an object RDD object. It has all the records that are there in the CSV file from the HDFS. Moving on to task 2A, which is related to spatial range query. We query a point RDD using the given query window. Executing the commands. So the result size is like displayed on the window, as you can see. So the command was successful. Task 2b is similar. We will R3 index on the point RDD and then query point RDD using the given window. So executing the commands. So we get the total count to be 445. The command is successful. Task 3 is about executing spatial KNN query on point x1 35.08, y1 minus 113.79. So we query for this particular point and find 5 nearest neighbors. So executing the command. So the result of 5 nearest points are being shown as you can see on the screen. For task 3b, we create an R3 index on point RDD and then query for the same point. Executing the commands, and we get the result, which is like 5 points, as you can see on the screen.
So we are now executing the fourth query, which is a spatial join query. For this, we create a geospark rectangle RDD and use it to join with the point RDD. Now for query 4a, we create a point RDD using equal grid and join it with the rectangle RDD without using an index. For 4b, we are going to do the join of point RDD with the rectangle RDD using equal grid, and this time we are going to do with index. For 4c, we are going to do the same join, but now we are going to use an R3 grid instead of an equal grid, and we are going to do without an R3 index.